Okay, this is lecture 5 on the Internet of Things. If you all noticed what happened on the Internet last week, kind of took down lots of stuff, and a lot of it was Internet of Things related. And there's also another link that we can look at. So, what the heck is the Internet of Things? I asked a question of some students earlier today. No clue. So it says a proposed development of the internet in which everyday objects have network connectivity, allowing them to send and receive data. How many of you have Internet of Things devices in your house? Anybody? We all should have something. Don't you? Don't? Okay, all right. All right. Here's some recommendations. This is first: designers and manufacturers must incorporate security. That's a big issue. I was teaching a class last night, and I was talking about all the flaws in TCP/IP v4. I said it's kind of like, they built the internet around a protocol that was unsecure, and now they're trying to secure it. It's kind of like taking a 7-Eleven and making it into a bank. You're starting with something unsecure and trying to secure it's a very tough job. Whereas IPv6 started off secure. So what they're saying is we need to start off securely, but it's not happening. Does anyone know why it's not happening?
It's harder to implement.
Well, it's hard to implement, but everybody and the brothers making devices. And there's no real standard. And the problem, we got Kickstarter. How much oversight you really think is on those devices at Kickstarter? None. Okay. So even startups might be short on money. Investors need to ask the companies, what are you doing? Are they tamper resistant? Are they tamper proof? Now, obviously, the government, when they're buying a device, it has to be somewhat tested. But I bought some cameras for my house. Do you really think they had to be tested? No. I hope they were, but probably not.
Have you heard of the internet connected toothbrush?
I have not seen that one yet. I have the internet connected piggy bank. Every time you put money in it, it notifies you how much money's on your phone. I do not have the internet connected egg tray. Almost got it. What? It's a real thing. Even tell you how old your eggs are. Don't have that one yet. Okay, so
Is it on ThinkGeek or this is why I'm broke?
that's on Wink. Wink. Okay. It says, and companies need to be able to reassure individual purchasers of their Internet of Things devices and that they're secure. There's a problem with that. We actually got notified today that our CyberLab network was spamming the world. And it was. Someone actually got into our file server with a local admin account, installed 2 legitimate mass mailing applications, not viruses, actually applications. That way the virus scanners didn't get triggered, and started sending out crap. And yeah, we found it and stopped it, and William's trying to secure it more right now. So it can happen anywhere. Okay, anywhere. So, all right. Second, it says those implementing these secure devices, hence the secure device will be hope, need to make sure their network and communication channels are secure themselves. Okay. Specifically, their network connection points have to be protected from points north and south as well as east and west, basically from everybody. But how are you going to know? You're not. There's always a way in. I was talking to students yesterday. I said, even if you write the Hello World program, most of you know what Hello World is. Can you guarantee it's going to run correctly on every device, every platform at all times? You can't. So how do we know these devices are going to work correctly? We don't. Okay. It says need to make sure that responsibility of security is everyone's. Think about this statement for a second. So we got Mary downstairs. How old's Mary? 69, 70, 85?
I thought she was like 70.
102?
Probably 70.
We have a lady working downstairs. I could see her trying to secure her own network. A prime example of that is Nancy Berlin Public Relations. She sells romance novels for Debbie Maycomer, Linda Lovelace, and all these other ones. I used to host all their websites and take care of their stuff. Well, Linda called me one day to come look at her network. She was having an issue. And whenever I go out there, I try to look and see how it's configured. So she shows me the cable modem and then the switch. And that goes to the computers. I'm like, where's your router? She goes, no, that's all I got. I'm like, wait a minute. Cable modem, switch, computers doesn't sound very secure to me. And I look, sure enough, every machine had a totally public-facing IP address. So I called Cox. Because she goes, Cox installed it. So I called Cox and says, she only bought an internet connection. She did not buy us to secure her network. So she got exactly what she paid for. She was bound and determined that it was fine. So I left when I was done. Went home, remotely got straight into her computer from my house, called her up and said, so Nancy, you're editing such and such a document. She's like, how do you know that? I said, I'm looking at your desktop right now. And she says, would you please come back? So the point is, it's everyone's security. And when we hire a company like Cox, do you really think it's their job to secure your network? Now, if you pay for them, it is. Pay for it. Yeah. When I ran my ISP, when I signed up with Cox, they said we're giving you a free Cisco router. If you know anything about routers, that's an awesome deal. So, yeah, well, they didn't tell me what type of router. So I get out, they're out there installing it and everything. I said, all right, looks good. Could you provide me with a username and password so I can edit the ACL? Oh, this router doesn't support it. What? They said, yeah, this router doesn't support security. I'm like, what the good is it? So I basically had to overnight a router and replace it with my own because theirs sucked. So you really, security, it says it's everyone's job, but you really think Nancy Berlin or Mary, our secretary downstairs, know what the heck security is? No, they're going to hire Cox, and they're going to assume Cox is doing their job.
That was a significant portion of the problem with what happened the other day.
Right, those cameras and...
People had not changed the default passwords.
Yeah, and so many don't. Jennings Garage in Norman. Let me show you a map here real quick.
Wait, what happened? What I missed?
DDoS, that majority of those devices, no one had changed the default password.
They're not supposed to be the largest in the world. Largest spot.
Yeah, one of the things I've read said they believe
Oh, is
they
that
get
the one
over
where
3
people,
terabits per second, which had never
like,
been done.
they couldn't access the internet anywhere?
All right, look at this. Okay, this is 24th Street in Norman. This right here is Jennings Garage. Okay, let's go over a little bit. Okay, you see it works back on cars back there in the back. Okay, see this house right here? This is the tattoo parlor right here. Directly behind is the house. This is where my wife's ex lives and my stepdaughter lives. Seems that she's getting free internet when she's not supposed to have internet access. Guess where she's getting it from?
Tattoo parlor.
Jennings Garage.
Oh?
And
Just as good.
because her life is all about chatting. She doesn't care about homework, nothing about chatting. But the other day, other stepdaughter, which is a decent student, was down there visiting her dad, and her iPad was online. I'm like, how was her iPad online when iPad has no cellular service, and then he has no internet? He can't afford internet. All he can afford is cigarettes. So basically, her iPad was on, and it's connected through Jennings Garage. And I asked them a little while ago, because when they told me they were using that, I'm like, isn't it secure? Oh, yeah, he's got the password. It's password. The password's password. So I called them like Tuesday. I'm like, dude, you got a problem with your wireless. What are you talking about? I says, you got a wireless? Yeah, yes, but it's got a password on it. I said, yeah, I know, it's password. The girls next door guessed it. He's like, oh. So hopefully he's changing it now. So like you said, people don't secure their stuff. Okay? Alright, so it's everyone's job in the entire Internet of Things chain to be responsible for their endpoint connection. But people are dumb. They don't know. I mean, they are. There's so many devices, unless you're really up on this stuff, it's hard to figure them all out. Device manufacturers, so on and so forth. Everybody needs to take care of the entire thing to make the whole thing secure. Alright, look at these statistics. Internet usage. 2,000 something, 6, 7 more connected devices than people. So now we have little over 3 devices per computer per person right now. Heck, I got 2 right here, my phone and my watch. Okay? It's just crazy. Look at all those connected devices. It's nuts. Okay? Connected world. 70% of it's going mobile. Do you all notice there's some applications and websites that's easier to use on a mobile device now?
No.
Yeah, there's some that are. My banking application, much easier on the phone. Much easier.
Google is actually going through and downgrading people for not having mobile sites.
Yeah, it's... Do you have a question, Patrick?
I was just gonna say, so have you looked at the latest, list of really, really weird Internet of Things devices?
No.
You should pull it up, close to the end of class.
Okay, remind me near the end. Okay, but the number of mobile devices is growing like crazy. Okay, Internet Things is also called the Internet of Object, refers to a wireless network between objects. Usually the network will be wireless and self-configuring, such as household appliances. Samsung's got washers and dryers that are wireless. They do explode, but they have them.
Does that mean there'll be a Grand Theft Auto?
Throwing washing machines. True story. Samsung washing machines exploding. True story. They said to solve the problem, only use the general cycle.
But
See, I'm going to show you. I know y'all don't believe me. We're going to show you.
how does that solve the problem?
Because it's
To solve the problem, then notice how it exploded in your pocket.
Samsung washing machines exploding.
you'll find the ones where they left the default password and put it on another cycle.
Come on, load.
That's right.
You gotta do
There it
with
is.
charging too.
Well, heck, the picture went away. But here's the article about Samsung washing machines exploding. Scary stuff. Okay?
Does that mean their fridges are gonna explode too?
I don't know.
Don't use
It says Internet of Things referred to the concept the internet is no longer just a global network for people, it's for everything. It's a platform for devices. Internet of Things has come to describe a number of technologies. It describes disciplines that enable the internet to reach out into the real world of physical objects. Now we're no longer connecting people, we're connecting things, hence Internet of Things. Okay? I got smoke detectors in my house which talk to my cameras. If my smoke detectors go off, automatically makes every camera record. Even though they're recording already, it makes a notation in the data file that, hey, something happened at this point. Even if my cameras were turned off, it turns them on. Kind of a cool thing. Somebody was telling me their front door, whenever they unlock the front door, it disarms the house. Was that Casey? It was Casey downstairs. So. It says things have identities and virtual personalities operating in the same space using internet interfaces to connect. Basically, it's nuts. It's crazy. Okay. It was first used in 1999 by Kevin Ashton. It refers to uniquely identifiable objects or things that are connected to the internet. I don't know about you guys, but I built my house in 2000. I put a network connection on every wall in every room, including the kitchen and the laundry room. The only place I didn't was the bathroom because my wife wouldn't let me. But I have them everywhere else. But it's awesome. You can plug in something in the kitchen, you can plug it in the laundry, you can plug it in the garage, you can plug it in anywhere. So, kind of nice to have. Okay. So, ambient intelligence. These devices are smart. Okay. My phone right here, I know you guys can't see it. Let's see. Notified some activity on my driveway at 1:32 today. Where's the other one? Oh, my wife edited the shopping list. I got that notification. Recognized the person. Okay. So where's the other one? I mean, it's amazing. Okay, notified a person at your front door. That was when UPS tried to deliver. It says your camera spotted a person at 3:13. That was when the kids came home from school. Then I got a notification that the alarm was disarmed. This morning I used my scale to weigh in, and it notified me of what I weighed. I mean, it's just crazy. All this stuff. Oh, I just got 2 more. What are they? Okay, that's a text message. So these are devices. So although I use the scale, it's configured to let me know. That way, I know what I weighed. I just want to know. Even though I can look at it. But I tell you, the camera, I have Nest cams, which you guys will become uniquely involved with shortly. But I have Nest cams, and originally they spotted motion. Now they spot people. So if there's a cat there, it says I saw something. But I can ignore those. But now if it sees a person, it says, hey, I spotted a potential person. Or I spotted a person. So if it thinks it's a person, it's called a potential person. If it is a person, it's a person.
It's one half a person.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I was driving around in a lawnmower. Potential person.
What about a midget?
Probably couldn't see my legs. It's like, legless dude. Spotted. Okay. So intelligence. Flexible structure. I got lights.
No.
Yeah.
Light up, glow stick man.
Okay, I got lights in my house that I can control that automatically turn on at night, automatically turn off in the morning, and they're connected via Zigbee. You ever heard of Zigbee? It's a mesh network. And what's cool about it is, say, I have a device, a bridge, in my pantry, which just happens to be near a light bulb that's connected to it. And then I have light bulbs all through the inside of my house, to the outside of my house, and all the way down around the garage. Now, the garage is too far away to see the bridge. But once I got all the lights on in between, they started talking to each other, and it formed a mesh network. Kind of a cool system.
So what are your opinions about the smart locks that you can unlock as you approach?
I'm not a fan of those yet. I've owned 2 different ones, and they're just... Okay, first of all, most of them use Bluetooth. I don't have my phone today. Got it screwed. The one I did buy, which one was it? Heck. Forget the brand now. Came with a fob, which was nice. You could carry the fob as well. Kivo. It was the Kivo.
Because that's the ones we're looking at.
Right. But you got to either have the fob or the phone, which is fine. Oh, phone died. What are you going to do? I mean, because I actually bought them and installed them, and it was not seamless enough to use, and the kids had an issue getting in the house. Can't have that. You get home. Can you imagine you're running from a stranger and, the door won't unlock? That would suck. So I sent it back. So I don't think those are there yet. Event-driven. Lights, turn on. I can have my lights turn off when it gets dark. Turn on when it gets dark and turn off when it gets light. I can have them do it by sunrise. I can have them do it by temperature. I can have them do it when the darn, what's that thing flying around the world? The Earth, International Space Station. International Space Station. I can have it change color based on the orbit of the International Space Station. It's crazy what you can do with it. There's an application called If That Then This for your device. So I can say, if the temperature is 42 degrees outside, then turn the lights on red. I mean, you can do anything with it. It's just crazy. Okay? So event-driven. Complex access. Some work on Ethernet, some work on Zigbee, some work on all kinds of Bluetooth. The way they communicate is different. Sharing. They need to be able to communicate with each other, hopefully securely. Okay, we got RFID, got sensors, smart technologies, nanotechnology, just all kinds of different ways these devices are going to work. I see more things with RFID. I bought a wallet here, and then I just happened to go on a trip to Florida, and every time I go in this darn store, it kept setting the sensors off. And I went through everything. I didn't realize it was the wallet causing it, but I couldn't figure out what it was. And I came back here to Oklahoma, and sure enough, it only affected Walgreens. I figured it out finally. It was Walgreens only. What it was is way up inside the wallet, there was an RFID tag inside the wallet that I couldn't find. I mean, I bought a shirt, and there was one on the back of the collar once. It's like, who puts an RFID tag on there? But they're doing that so they can track when it's been inventoried, when it's been shipped, and everything. So there's a video. I didn't look for it today, but there's a video about, it's a TED Talk about a packing warehouse and how they're using robots to pack stuff, basically bring the stuff but the algorithm they use is like amazing. It goes by how frequently it's used, and like as we get closer to Christmas, certain Christmas items start coming to the front of the warehouse, and older stuff gets moved back. And you probably saw it with me, but it wasn't Amazon.
Sure.
I don't think it was. I don't know, but it was pretty amazing, whatever it was. So the technologies are just going crazy. Sensing, we have I mean, like I said, my cameras sense motion. They got things that sense weight, sense temperature, sense everything you can think of. Communications there, obviously need to talk to each other, and how can you manage this device? Now my camera's at home. I actually brought one into work because we had a theft in our building, and I had, to move the SSID, I was always removing the camera and re-adding the camera, but that was wiping out my recorded data. So I found it was actually in the app. It was actually very easy to do it. So the management interface of apps are getting pretty darn right amazing. Okay. Can be used for education. Can be used for food. Taco Bell. Anyone use the Taco Bell app yet? I tried it because I had to. You basically order your food and you tell them when you get there, and they make it immediately. And I'll be darned, it worked.
I've done the Chick-fil-A one.
So because I ordered my taco, whatever the heck I ordered back then, and I said, okay, I'm here and I'm coming inside. And a few seconds later, Ken, it was awesome. Five Guys, same way, works great. Five Guys will actually, you can order your food, and what they do is they make your burger, and they don't make your fries yet. And they put the burger on top of the warmer until you get there. Then you say, I'm here. Then a minute and a half later, they cook your fries, and you get hot fries, and you leave. So food, pharmaceuticals, CVS. I got the CVS app where I can order refills on my prescriptions and pick them up with my phone. And it's cool because normally, like, what's your name and what's your birthday and all that. With the phone, you just say, I'm here to pick up a prescription. It shows a number. You show them a code. Done. Wendy's, same way. Actually, let me see if I can get Wendy's up real quick. Wendy's.
I just want to say logistics.
Okay, Wendy's. I'm going to order some food. Okay. So if I go to Wendy's, all right, hey, you gotta watch this. I know the people on the recording can't see this, but at Wendy's, if you were to go to any Wendy's right now and show them that code right there,
303-584.
there's $21 on my account. So now what's happening is it's only good for 4 minutes and 42 seconds. So what happens is, so for the next 4.5 minutes, it's kind of like a debit card.
Steak and Shakes is the exact same
Yeah,
way.
works same way. Yeah. I mean, so now you have to put money out ahead of time. I don't like the fact that you can't link a credit card so it charges your credit card. You have to put money on it. But it solves the problem of someone stealing your credit card number. Because if you get this, it's only good for 4 minutes and 14 seconds.
But still, do you have any Frosties we could buy for $21?
Yeah, but you got 4 minutes to get there.
Well, the way Roy drives, we'll get there in a minute too.
But Sonic, you can order on Sonic and pay with an app. Yes.
Curious as to your opinion on the security of NFC payments using your phone. Like, like when you go to, I don't know if Walmart does it, you go to some place and just wave your phone.
Right.
And it's,
Same with that. Very similar to Apple Pay. Well, put it this way. There was a news article this morning about, now we all got the cards with the chips. Now it's turning out those are less secure than the swipe cards.
Boom, called it.
Cool.
Because of the way they've been implemented.
Yep.
Ding.
Less secure than the swiping.
basically, will they be confused?
Over in Europe, they implemented for you to where you have to put in a PIN or a password to actually do a charge whatsoever. They don't implement that here. All you're doing is putting it in. There's no security associated with it.
Yeah, I mean, you can still take my card and have it.
So you use it as a debit card, and then that's the debit.
Like,
Ding,
completely and
ding, 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 ding.
I've
Okay.
That's the
seen
thing in the U.S. They didn't implement it as secure. Over in Europe, it's very secure.
some
Okay, let's
places
continue on.
in
We're not going to
Europe
finish this in
get
time.
an-
Okay, so pharmaceuticals, logistics, retail. Anyone go to Sam's yet? Use the Scan and Go app from Sam's? It is sweet. Roy went with me. You basically walk through the store, you link your credit card. Whether you walk through the store and you scan your items, you're adding them to your cart. And then when you're done, you just walk straight to the exit and you say pay, and it shows a barcode. The guy at the door goes blip, and you leave. No lines, no nothing.
How much Mountain Dew did you get, Roy?
Super quick and easy. Scan and go. So it's obvious these are going to help us and make things better. We hope. Okay. All right. Retail, intelligent shopping, barcoding. Huh. Y'all use the Amazon app, I'm assuming. Everybody uses the Amazon app.
Try
If you ever go shopping at Walmart or somewhere, you use the Amazon app. You always scan the item. If it's cheaper at Amazon, you just order at Amazon. It'll be at your house in a day and a half anyway.
Or on Sunday.
Or the match, like Best Buy matches it now. So, barcodes, electronic tags, pharmaceuticals, drug tracking, all kinds of information there. Obviously, food. You can see nutrition information. There's even an app. I mean, you can track your calorie count, but there's one where you can take a picture of the food and it'll tell you the calories in it. I forget the name of that one. It's crazy.
And it also instantly posts it to Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look,
Facebook, instant progressive.
Ken just had onion rings and French fries for lunch. That's not good.
He
Okay.
just had this and this
All right.
many calories.
So our
He said,
timeline,
"This is
if you look back in 2008, it kind of started. Now we're up to the watches. I mean, Google. It was on the news this weekend. It was Ford and Budweiser successfully delivered beer 150 miles in an autonomous truck. So a truck drove from a way station to the wherever it was going, no driver whatsoever, and delivered a truckload of beer. It's gonna be awesome.
Who unloaded the beer and put it in the...
I'm assuming it just got there. Assuming it got there, and then someone had to unload it.
Obviously, Wally.
But the fact of getting, because remember, truck drivers are limited to 8 hours. So what if you could drive for 8 hours, the truck could drive for 8 hours, you could drive for 8 hours, the truck could drive for 8 hours, or the truck could drive nonstop.
Yeah, why would you need to... Yeah.
Just let the truck, then all you need is a bunch of guys unloading and loading. So, crazy stuff there. Okay,
It would also be cheaper just to get a bunch of robots and have the robots load it.
but you got to get it there. Okay, so some issues. Society, we got people, security, privacy, legislation. The Google car had a wreck. Whose fault is it? Is it Google's fault? So if the Google driving car runs into somebody, who's responsible?
In that case, it was actually Google's fault.
Right, but I mean, I buy a Tesla, and it's on cruise control, whatever. Let's pretend we're in a self-driving car, or I hire an Uber that's self-driving. It wrecks. Who's responsible? Is it Uber? I mean, that's tough. Normally you can trade insurance cards and sue the other guy.
So what happens if two self-driving cars wreck?
Then they sue each other. I don't know. It's just crazy.
How do you explain that?
Environmental. Okay.
So my question is on the self-driving cars, aren't you behind the wheel in the first place just in case?
Oh no. No, that truck had no person in the truck.
The Google car actually had
They have
a
that,
guy as a passenger.
yeah, and that was required by whatever was it in Vegas or California, wherever it was at. Yeah.
California.
Okay, environmental resource efficiency. Obviously you don't want the stuff to die. You want to make sure the stuff works. We're gonna see drones delivering stuff here before long. That'll be a perfect delivery for pizza. Okay.
Something where Amazon's working on where they're gonna have an autonomous truck that drives out and the drone flies off the truck to drop the package and then flies back to the truck.
That'd be cool. That'd be nice.
Something was spotted. Kid, get
All
over
right.
with notifications.
Okay.
Something was spotted.
Okay. But look, some of the technologies, the architecture, the governance, the service openness, it's just standards. That's where a biggie is right there, the bottom one. We don't have any standards currently for this. Does anyone remember when 802.11n came out? It was in draft 1 for 10 years, I think, it seemed like. It was in draft
Yeah.
1 forever.
When it came out, yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like AC hit standard status
Before N.
fast in a hurry before N even.
And they were saying, oh, don't buy it until it hits draft 3. Well, it's been draft 1 literally for years and years and years and years. It was nuts.
It was draft,
The standard is an issue. Okay.
Draft 2, AC
It says it will inherit the drawbacks of the current internet of infinite large, basically privacy, identity, efficiency. I think a lot of this is for efficiency. I mean, you've been to Sam's. Those lines get stupid. Now, literally no lines whatsoever. I think that's awesome. Decisions. It says, do not delegate too much of decision making to the things. Then we're going to have Skynet.
I'm ready.
Okay. Balance operations there. Okay. IPv6. We need to get there. Just needs to happen.
There's too many numbers. I don't think it-
The problem is we can't remember all them numbers. You're right, all them hex digits. But we need to get there because at least it's secure. Okay. Okay, it says developing energy sources, wind, solar, my home. So let's see. Let's see. And Enphase.com. Let's go here. Let's log in. Does anyone know what my username and password might be?
Probably P.
Give me a password.
Yeah.
Password blood.
This is a guess. No, it didn't work. Sweet. Only took me 2 guesses. Okay. Obviously, I'm just going to accept the privacy policy. And what the heck is this?
That's your reference installations.
I don't want that crap. I'm going to go to my account. They changed their website. Where is my... Where's the darn... Here? What is this? Hold on.
Maybe zoom in on the US.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want the US. I want me. How do I get there? Sorry, guy. Maybe it's my system? No, that's reference installations again. Okay, let's... There we are. Do I have to zoom in? Well, we currently have nothing in my location.
That's good.
Well, that's it. How do I see my system? What is this?
Did you log into my account?
I did that already. I'm logged in. Did they...
Click on KDewey Rose.
Go here. They just changed this stupid thing. What do you mean? Oh, that's right. Hold on. Hold on. I changed accounts on there. I had to because of an issue. I got a new system. Let's see if I can't get in. Hold on. I need a code here. Those of you who listen to recording, you're just gonna have to wait. Okay. I need a...
Can you even pause the recording?
No, I'm not going to pause it.
Why not?
That's too hard.
Why is this difficult?
How long do you think before we turn into the passengers?
Fine, I'll pause the darn recording.
Then we can have love
Okay.
stories with robots?
Here we go. We're back in now. I got logged in correctly. Today, let me go to my light and view so you can see. Roy, shut up. Okay. So this is my solar system for today. I produced 45 watts. You can see it was cloudy this morning. Kilowatts, sorry. Yesterday, wow, was it bad weather yesterday? 34, there's 53, that wasn't a bad day. 39, 59, 59, 57. So that this time of year I'll be producing about 500 kilowatts per month more than I need.
Does your system produce enough that you can actually get, like, that the utility company actually pays you back? Like, they do something?
My Oklahoma does not allow that. Oklahoma at the end of every month they zero out my bill.
So it does completely cover it.
Well, it covers all but the franchise fee. I still have to I have to pay a fee to have electrical service. They're just not delivering anything to me.
You just have it shut off.
No, you have to have at least one thing
Right.
powered.
Okay, so there's an example of solar. But solar, wind, hydroelectric, all those things are becoming very popular right now. Here's the hype cycle. I was looking at this. You ever notice how some things become very popular and then go away? That's what happens with a lot of things. Quantum computer, haven't heard much about it lately. Okay. How about NFC? Have you really heard a lot about mobile payment systems lately? You haven't. They're kind of slacking off. So, things change. Cloud computing is pretty much on the downward slope here. Okay. Virtual reality, yeah, we have some 3D headsets that's starting to come back. Again, this was a couple years ago, by the way. But stuff gets very popular and then drops off, and then it goes up and then back off again. So, it's kind of crazy what things do. Technology roadmap. Okay. So, for where we're at, we're talking surveillance, security, healthcare, transport, food safety, all that stuff we got. Locating people and every object we have already. Teleoperations and telepresences, ability to monitor and control distant objects. I'd say we actually have that in some areas. I was actually at a conference where there was an NSA employee there, and I was talking about Choctaw, and she was talking like she lived here. I'm like, "You're NSA?" She goes, "Oh yeah, I live in Choctaw." I said, "But you're NSA?" She goes, "Oh yeah, I work from home. 4 times a year I come up here for quarterly meetings. I do everything else from home." I'm like, "So wait." I think it's JetBlue, one of the airlines. 100% of the reservations is handled from people at home. I do, a lot of mystery shopping, and a lot of those people work from home. Because I was talking to one of the schedulers, a couple months ago, and this chicken kept going off the roof, "Ark-a-doodle-oo" in the background. And she goes, "Oh yeah, that's my chickens." Obviously, she's working from home. Tinker, where Virginia works, they're allowed to work 1 day per month at home. I'm sorry, 1 day per week at home, which is kind of cool. And the way they're tracking it is, obviously, Tinker provides you with a laptop. You connect to the VPN and log into this communication kind of chat device thing, and it tracks if you're on, and if it's idle for more than a length of period, it cuts you off, and then that's how they know you're doing your job. So, kind of cool. Future, where are we going? These computers are going to be missing soon. It's all going to be mobile devices and stuff like that. So, kind of cool.
Your phone will never replace my desktop.
Okay, but everything is getting online. Okay, I'm looking for a really good connected refrigerator. I would love a good connected washer and dryer, but I just don't think there's any out there yet. Okay.
Samsung to you?
Yeah, it was funny because if you watch the advertisement for the Samsung refrigerator from Home Depot, it's actually really good. Read the reviews. Wow.
Cameras on the inside?
Yeah, what it actually has is you can see what's inside the refrigerator without opening the door. It's kind of close, what's in there, because that's the big deal. The kids open it.
It'll tell you the expiration date.
Right.
Like your milk expires, you
Right.
stay, get more.
But there's so many complaints on that, it's just nuts. Okay? All right,
Probably 'cause it doesn't
your next
show.
project. This is what the layout we're going to be working with, okay? I just put it in the presentation, that way I can make it with PowerPoint, and then we're going to talk about it in the next document here in a second. But you're going to be working on my Internet of Things layout, okay? All right, that's enough for Lecture 5 recording.